guys! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jean and I'm so happy and excited to have you guys for today's video. So for today, we're going to do a topic about how boys, men, or anyone with the male energy sees you. Now, you don't have to be, a woman or a female energy to watch this video. It could be, it could be in any gender that you identify with. It's fine. Basically, it's more on how the male energy perceives you. So we're going to look at, how they see your personality, how they see you in terms of dating, and lastly, what their impression is regarding your talents. So in front of us here, I've prepared 3 piles for you guys to choose from. So we have pile number 1 with the African bloodstone, and then pile number 1 is represented by the tea leaf fortune card, and then we have pile number 2, which is the pink opal, and it is represented by the Mystic Mondays tarot card. And then we have pile number 3, which is the aquamarine crystal. Okay? And pile number 3 is represented by the Romance Angels card. So for this one, I would highly suggest that you focus on the energy of the crystal, or if not, you can also choose based on the energy of the card. If you need more time to pick, just pause the video. Now, once you're done, I'll see you on the timestamp on the description, based on the group that you've picked. From now, I'm going to jump on with pile number 1. Hi, pile number 1. If you've chosen the African bloodstone, this one is for you. Oh, by the way, before we begin, I would just like to inform you guys that I've created a TikTok account. It's quite active as well. So, if you have time, if you have a TikTok, please feel free to visit that. Anyway, for us here, I prepared 3 sets of cards to get on with the reading. So the tarot cards, we have the Fool, 2 of Cups, and the Strength card in reverse. It would talk about how men sees your personality, and then this one will talk about what they think of you in terms of the dating scene, and this one will talk about your talents. So the first card here, we have the Fool followed by the 2 of Cups. Now usually what I'm seeing here is that actually I'm hearing a strong Pisces energy coming in. Now, you don't have to be a Pisces, you don't have to have it in your placement, but it's mostly with having a Pisces energy. And by that, someone who's warm. They see as someone who is good with people, great social skills, sweet, warm. There's also this word that I'm looking for. Hold on. You're sweet. Yeah, they see you as sweet, popular, friendly, someone who is just a joy, a bundle of joy to be with. Now, the Fool card in here is also indicating that, we have the sun in here. So, I'm getting that vibe that, they like your vibe. Basically, like, they like to have you around. They think that you're easy to get along well with. Basically, someone who has great, excellent social skills, especially with the 2 of Cups here. So, they see you as someone who is a great friend, or basically just a great person to hang out with. So for some of you, it might be that and this is now regardless of whether this is a male energy or a female. So literally everyone, if you notice, like if you're meeting someone for the first time, like they might instantly like you, or they might find themselves like really warming up to you easily. So you have that strong, friendly energy. I'm also getting Libra energy. So for some of you, you might have that in your placement as well. So yeah, personality wise, I think that you're someone to who's a pleasure to be with. And then we also have here the Strength card in reverse. Now this doesn't have a negative connotation, don't worry about that. The Strength card in reverse is simply saying that you're not the type who actively seeks attention. It's just that the attention comes running to you. Like, it's just something that happens naturally for you. Like, you're just being yourself, you're just doing what you want to do, what you need to do, what you think is right, and then for some reason it just attracts attention. Okay, the right kind of attention. Sometimes you might have some issues in terms of we have those moments where you want to be alone, you want to be low key, and then you still get that kind of attention. So for some of you, you might be struggling with that, but this card is also saying that it's just that people, especially those within your circle, those who are close to you, they really see you as a source of strength. Sorry. You might not be feeling it, you might not know it, it might not be something that they communicate a lot with you, but they actually see you as someone who is strong. I'm even hearing that for some males, they okay, this is kind of weird and specific, but you may have been told that they wonder how you are like when you're angry. Like, you might have heard some males, some men, guy boys, or even when you were younger, you might be asked like, how are you when you get angry? Or questions like, do you even get angry at all? Or sometimes when you do get angry, they'd be a little bit surprised that, oh, you could feel that emotion. And somehow I'm also hearing that for some of you, because you are seen by the males as someone who's really sweet and friendly, that they don't know that you're already angry. Like, they just get surprised, like, oh, okay, you're already angry at that. So those kinds of things. But another thing that I'm seeing with the strength card in reverse, and being beside the two of cups, is that most of the time, or some, okay, for some of you, they think that you're someone who's naive, and someone who's someone who's a target of bullying, and then they get surprised that you have this strength within you that you can fight back. Okay, so for some of you, you might be getting that impression for males that that you are someone that they can mess with, which is definitely not true. Okay, so strength wise, they can see that you have it in you. Okay, it's just that they're curious, or they don't know, or they want to see how it's like for you to have that inner I want to say roar, but that you're more energy within you. And then next, in terms of how they see you in the dating scene, we have here calling in your soulmate. Okay, so this here, I'm seeing that they see you as someone who is not to be just casually date. I'm hearing that, I'm getting that. Or they don't see you as someone who is just good for a fling. They really think that you're the wife, strong wife material guy. And in fact, I'm hearing that for some of you, you may have had this situation or this impression in the past, wherein your previous lovers, or maybe even just male friends, okay, they were actually very protective of you. Like, they were extra protective of you, because you tend to attract guys. Like, for some, I'm seeing that it's almost easy okay, for you to get the attention of people that you like, or you sometimes even people you don't like. Basically, romantic kind of attention. So they really see you as someone who is a deep conversation. And yeah, okay, there you go. They think that you're someone who is just looking solely for a serious relationship. Like, they don't want to they don't want to have you just cause they want to have fun. They don't see you as that type who's just into fun. They see you as someone who is as all people are deserving, especially including you, my dear Palaboy, who is deserving of a wholesome relationship. And for that, you might have experienced a couple of times some guys, or people in the past that you've dated may have just suddenly ghosted you. People, everything was fine and all, and then all of a sudden they just ghosted you, and you may have had heard words like, I don't deserve you, or maybe it's not you, it's me, that old line on the book, things like that. Like, they would feel extremely guilty about breaking your heart or disappointing you. basically in terms of how they see you in the dating department. And then these cards, they would talk about your talent. So we have here the gong, and we have here the pin. So with the gong, I'm seeing that they see your talent as, again, something that is related to social skills. Okay, again, they really see you someone with exceptional social skills, and the gong here is saying that most of the time you are picked as a leader. Okay, they see you as you're one of your talents. They see you as someone who is very fun to hang around, fun to be with. And I'm also hearing that for some of you, they may also see you as, someone that they can turn to if in case that they have a difficult time communicating with someone or with something. Like, an advocate or an ambassador. Okay, they see you as someone who is a strong advocate or a strong ambassador. And I'm also hearing that, for some of you, if you're thinking of being an influencer, starting a page, a content creation page, I'm seeing that you guys will have great success on it. And then we have here the pin. Okay, so in terms of talents and how male sees you in one of your talents, they see you as someone, that they can confide with. Like, you're good with social skills and you're also good with emotions. They think that you are someone that they can trust. Usually people, and again, this is also coming in from people in general. They think and they believe that you are someone that they can trust, someone that they can confide to. And I'm also hearing the word healers. So for some of you, you may be great in soothing someone's emotions. If someone wants to open up or give or hear advice, or basically just vent out their emotions, their thoughts or feelings, whatever they're going through. Like, usually they come in for you because pin in here is representing, closing in or binding things together. Okay, so they see you as that. So, for some, they might see you as someone who would be or who would make a great counselor, a great teacher, even. I'm hearing, what else? Social worker, yes, that could be a lawyer. Okay, so basically you're also good not just with healing but also with negotiations. And negotiations could also be extended in terms of businesses. Okay, so there you have it, pile number 1. That is it for today's reading. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. And hopefully I also get to see you on my next video. And don't forget to check out my TikTok. Anyway, that will be all, guys. Thank you and bye-bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the pink opal, this one is for you. Okay, so we have here 3 sets of cards. Oh, sorry. Before I forget, I would just like to share with you that I've made a TikTok account. So if you also have TikTok, please feel free to visit me there. Anyway, going back to your reading. So I've prepared 3 sets of decks for us to get more details about your reading. So the first set, which are the tarot cards, we talk about how men sees your personality. Next, we talk about how they see you in the dating field, and these 2 cards we talk about how or rather your talents, what they think your talents are. So let's start with the tarot cards. How do they see you, like, in general? So you have here the 3 of Swords in reverse, you have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Hierophant. So we'll talk about the cards one by one, but in general, they see you as someone who is very wise. Okay, they perceive you as someone who is full of wisdom. Okay, basically just a very smart and interesting individual. Okay, so let's start with the 3 of Swords being in reverse. So this one, okay, if you guys are also around my age, like millennials, I'm hearing the word emo. Okay, and this is not the bad guy. Like, it was a trend back then. Okay, kids. So during the 2000s, it was a thing. But anyway, but that kind of energy, like, they see you as someone who has gone through quite a lot of things in their life. And this is not to say that they see you as it's not to say that they see you as a negative energy, or a down or a bad energy. No, no. Okay, so sorry about that. Anyway, they see you. They can. Again, this is not also not saying that the experiences are showing in your face, but rather they are seeing that you are someone who is wise, because of experience. Okay, like just one look, and they can tell that you are not someone that they want to mess up with, because you have, well, like, they can just have this, you just emit this, for the lack of a better term, like thug life energy. Okay, and also it doesn't always have to mean like negative life experiences. It could, Three of Swords in reverse could also mean that I'm seeing that for some of you who picked this pile, you also might be a licensed professional, like a doctor or a lawyer, or an engineer, any licensed professional. So Three of Swords could also indicate that they see you as someone who is very smart. Smart? What's smart? Very smart. And has gone through a lot of studies. Okay, like years of schooling. This could also mean years of schooling. So wisdom in here is also equivalent to knowledge. Okay, like they see you as someone who is just so freaking smart. Okay, now Two of Pentacles here in reverse is also a good energy. Okay, so it means that they also see you as someone who is decisive, because they can tell that you have gone through a lot of years of wisdom and knowledge and experience. Okay, they know that you're the kind who knows what they want to do with their life. Okay, they see you as someone who is decisive. Okay, even they see you as someone who is basically a force to be reckoned with. Okay, like they know that they can't mess around. Okay, would you? No, they can't do that. And here Fenton here is basically much like a confirmation of the first two cards. Now the Hierophant, okay, so you can see in this deck, okay, it's represented by a triangle, and then you have here the eye. So meaning they actually look up to you. Okay, they I'm also hearing that if somehow if they're looking for professional advice, or an advice, even like in general, usually people come into you because they trust you. They see you as someone who is reliable. They see you as someone who is original, someone who is ahead of the game. Okay, or someone who is basically a mentor type. Okay, so I'm also hearing the word Aquarius, so you might have that in your placement. Okay, but yeah, basically they see you as someone who is ahead of the game, at top of the game. I am also seeing here that for some of you, you're the type who might know quite a lot of things about other people. I don't know why I'm getting that just now. So yeah, people might be opening up to you, and you might be taking receipts, the kind that kind. And okay, no, this is not to say that you are into blackmailing. No, sorry. This is just to say that you're very observant. Okay, with the eye being on top of the card, like you're very observant. Okay, and you have this gift, this talent of immediately recognizing people's intentions, motives based on their actions, and based on the things that they're saying and what they're not saying. Okay, so overall, someone is very, very wise, and wise and knowledgeable by experience and study. Now, in terms of how they see you in the romantic field, we have here the attraction card. So the attraction card is saying that because of these this sexy wisdom or knowledge that you're showing, okay, the male energy actually find it very, very attractive about you. So you might be getting this feeling that a lot of men, or sometimes even girls, they're crushing on you. Okay, like they look up to you, and in fact they find that attractive, like very attractive. Now there's this thing, I'm not sure if this is also a thing in other cultures, but in the Filipino culture, if you're drinking water and then all of a sudden you had this little choke kind of moment, you know what I'm saying? Like you're just drinking water, everything's so going smoothly, and then all of a sudden you guys kind of choke a little. It usually they say that it's a sign that someone's thinking of you, or someone misses you, or someone is talking about you in in a romantic way. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you might be getting those kinds of moments weirdly. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm getting that for some of you may have had that experience recently. So it could be that people are actually talking about you now, in a good way though. People are talking, thinking about you in a good way because you are just so freaking awesome. Okay, and then last two cards we have here, Mountain, and we have Candle. So Mountain in here, in terms of how they see you in your talents, again, you are a force to be reckoned with. Okay, they see you that aside from your intelligence and wisdom and all, they also see you as someone who is very resilient. I'm also hearing the message that they see you as someone who is who is protective of something, and basically someone that they can depend on. So I'm also hearing earth energy in here, so you might have that in your placements. Okay, or someone, I'm also getting that someone who is an earth sign, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, they might be getting that impression about you, that oh, okay, this is someone who is protective, someone who is abundant, okay, and someone who is also reliable, and not to mention beautiful. Okay, and the last card for you guys, we have here the Candle. So it says here that you will be shown the way. So basically this card, Candle, is like a confirmation about the other messages that we got from the reading. But in addition to the Candle card, it also says that aside from having earned that wisdom and smarts, they also see you as someone who has this talent of sharing it with the world. Okay, so aside from your inner qualities, they also see you as someone who is very generous with these talents. Okay, so I'm hearing that this is also a message of appreciation for you guys, for you, pile number 2. They see you as someone who is willing to guide someone, who is willing to mentor someone, basically someone who is willing to light the way for them. The type of people who would walk so that others can run. Okay, so strong leaders is what I'm saying. Is what I'm hearing. They see you as some who are great leaders, especially in your respective field. Someone who is willing to be a light in the dark. Okay, someone who is willing to save someone. And empaths. I'm also hearing the word empaths. Okay, so you are someone who is a gift to this world. Okay, you are one of the precious lights in this world. Okay, so just keep that fire burning. Okay, keep on sharing it, and keep on extending out your light through this dark world that we have. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Okay, pal number 2, keep being awesome, continue being awesome, and that is how males see you, and well, yeah, see you in general. Okay, so yeah, that is it for us. Thank you so much for listening, if you're still here with me, and I hope you like this reading, and also I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So, if you have chosen the aquamarine crystal, this one is for you. So, before we begin, I would just like to inform you guys that I have created a TikTok account. So, if you have TikTok, please visit me there. It's still the same name. Anyway, for today's reading, I prepared three sets of piles for us to know how do men see you. So this set, of course, will tell us how men see your personality. This one would say, what they think about you in the dating department or field, and the next two cards would give us on what they think of you in terms of your talents. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get on with the first set. So, basically, how do they see your personality? And then we have here the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and Seven of Swords in reverse. So, I'm seeing here, but in summary, okay, they see you as a girl boss. Okay, they see you as a strong, independent woman. So with the King of Pentacles here, now don't be too attached with the gender. So King in here is a really specifically saying like actual king male energy. It's more like in the olden days, kings are usually the main decision makers, and that is exactly how they see you. Pile number 3. Okay, they see you as very a very strong leader figure is what I'm saying. So a self-starter. Okay, they see you for some, okay, they see you as someone who is dominant, but basically it's also saying that they see you as someone who is strategic, someone who is independent, and someone who can handle things on their own. So they see you as someone who is a great problem solver, and the King of Swords appearing beside the King of Pentacles is also giving me the vibes that you might have some experience wherein men, or basically sometimes even women in general see you as a competition, one. And it could also mean that by nature you might be competitive. Okay, so you like a good challenge, you like winning, or you do everything that you get to win, whether it be an argument or a competition, or basically anything. Okay, so you have it's like sometimes I'm seeing that you might have this tendency to argue just for the heck of it, like just for fun kind of thing. So they also see you as that sort. But two kings, okay, appearing in your card is saying that yes, they see you as someone who is a strong presence. Okay, someone who is the boss. Okay, as it should, as it should. And then we have here the Seven of Swords in reverse. So, yes, they see you as a competition, but also at the same time, it's kind of cute because they're also intrigued, okay, by your personality in general. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing that you may have a strong interest in sports, okay, or you might be the type who enjoys luxury, okay, luxury or shopping, traveling. Okay, so also I'm hearing that for some of you, for some, again, this is for some, take what resonates. I'm hearing that some of you who picked this pile is not interested in having children. Okay, like you're really much more interested in establishing a career, building a business. Okay, or for some of you, if there's this very strong mission or project that has been a priority of yours for a long time now, okay, you're much more focused on that. So they see you as someone who is dedicated to your craft, dedicated to your field and all. And yeah, so basically, again, circling back to being a girl boss, or a lady boss energy. And then we have here the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, but nonetheless, even if you have this strong presence, strong personality within you, okay, they still think that, or rather they're also curious as to how you are in terms of your soft side. Now, Seven of Swords in here is giving me the energy that you may be the type who is not really showy with your emotions. You may be more of the logical type of person, like you really like analyzing things, or when it comes to decision making, you use your intellect, your brain, more than you use your heart and your emotions. Okay, so yeah, so it's really more of, like, you're really much more of a thinking person rather than a feeling person. But the Seven of Swords in here in reverse is saying that, some men, if not most, okay, so they know, or they're rather curious, because you show this very strong side of you, but then they also want to see, your vulnerable side. Or I'm also hearing that, some of them wonder, like, how you are outside of your job, outside of your interests, your business, or basically your, other pursuits. Like, they're also curious, like, how are you as, for the women watching this, how are you as a woman in general? Like, can you also be caring, or do you also have this sweet, vulnerable side of you? And I'm seeing that for some of you, some men may actually be painting that picture of you, that image of you, in their head, that version of you, which is, again, not a bad thing. Okay, because usually what their impression of you is that, because you're independent, you may have this tendency at times to, like, be really super independent. Okay, so they also have or get this impression that, you're not the type who, really likes to ask for help. For you, you see it as a weakness. In fact, you may have had, for some of you, you may have had friends or people tell you that, they have never seen you cry, or even if the situation is highly emotional, you still tend to not show, your emotion. You're still very good at hiding your emotions. Okay, so they also want to see, or they're curious to see, like, how are you, like, on the emotional side of it. Like, they know that it's in there somewhere within you, but they also understand that it would take, like, a very special person to see that, secret, or that side of you that is, just focusing on the emotional side. Okay, and we also have here, the romance angels card. So children here is also, again, in terms of how they see you in their daily life, children in here is giving off a vibe of two things. One, they see you as a strong maternal figure. Okay, like, they see you as a strong wife material person. And another interpretation, okay, I'm saying, is that people or men usually are intimidated, or they're a bit scared to approach you, because they think they're out of, sorry, they think that they're out of your league. Okay, or you're, like, you're not in each other's league, basically. So they get intimidated by you. This might not be something that you do on purpose intentionally, but it's just that, you are so unafraid to show who you are. Like, you're so confident, you're so raw, passionate, that, there's this tendency that some males are, scared about it or overwhelmed about it. So, basically, yeah, children, they get a little bit scared to approach you, because they see you as this super woman, okay, like, super person energy or presence. And then in terms of the talents, you have here Turkey, and you have here ear. So Turkey and here, I'm seeing that they see that one of your talents is bringing out the best in people. Okay, so for some of you may have not you may have heard from time to time that they think you're not friendly, or other times, especially at work, or if you're you may have been the quote unquote the mom or the parent in your group. You have this tendency to choose, not really being hated, but they have this tendency to choose to do what's right, even if it would come at the cost or at the expense of your popularity, of people liking you. You have this strong conviction in things that, if you think you're right, and if you don't believe that it will be for the best, so be it, you'll do it, even if people won't like you for it. So that's one of your talents. Okay, and believe me, it's quite hard, okay, because usually we're social creatures. We have these tendencies to want to be liked, especially with our loved ones. But for you, you always put what's right and what should be ahead of anything else. And then ear, good news. So another talent that they see having is strong reliability. They know that if there's going to be a problem, they can run to you, they can ask for your help, and they always know that once they ask for your assistance, your help, and once you're in the case, it's almost considered done and good news. Like, you always bring good news to people, and you're also a great listener. Okay, so that is it for us. File number 3. I hope you like this video. I hope this was able to help. Thank you so much, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye bye.